I am checking in at the end of the day. I am down in the lobby because, yay, yay for lobby time. Kinsey Beth's asleep. What? I think this is the earliest she has gone to bed in months. Hey, Abby, tell Molly happy birthday. And hello to you. So today I have something very exciting. Props to friends, woohoo! Coach Charles, posted on his page a couple of weeks ago about this Dorito called Tangy Pickle. And Tangy Pickle Doritos were in Canada. Like, I guess they had pickle Doritos in Canada. And they were bringing them to the United States. Well, they were only up north. Like, people were finding them in, I want to say, Virginia or someplace like that. But our mutual friend Candace, her husband works for Frito-Lay, and he was able, or the husband was able to get, and I got tonight, these. Oh my gosh. This is the best thing ever. So, what's interesting is it has no cheese in it whatsoever, and for those of you who may not know, up to this point, Doritos has only had one chip that did not have cheese in it, and that's the sweet and spicy chili chips. They come in the purple bag. The purple bag of chips does not have cheese in it, but that's the only option. So, like, when we go places and get Doritos and things like that, that's the only one I can eat. I can't have the rest, like the Cool Ranch and the nacho cheese. Like, all of those have milk products in them. This one doesn't. This gives me two options, although it's not sold down here yet, but it needs to be. So they look like regular Dorito chips, but they are the best daggum things I've ever tasted. They have the part, they are definitely tangy, but they are pickle. Like, you can taste the dill. So I am super, super excited about these. I have 4 bags. I opened one tonight. I am saving the next bag, probably for the day next Monday when we close on that, or move it to the house. Oh, these are amazing. So yeah, this was my excitement for tonight, was finding out that these do exist. They were existing here. Nikki, have you ever seen these? So they need to start selling them down here in Georgia. Or I'll take any of the southern states and just drive to get them. It's like caffeine-free Dr. Pepper. I have to drive to get my favorite drink. So yeah. Yay! I did a lot of knick-knack shopping today, which on some level was disappointing, because you're like, big things are fun. I want to have big things, you know? But then on the other hand, also, I'm kind of excited about having those little touches. So when we move in, we'll have the little touches in the house. So, fun. You're gonna watch me eat these special chips. Yeah. I don't even know where they come from. I mean, Frito-Lay, obviously, but what black market transactions had to happen to get them down here? God, these are so good. If you see them and you like pickle anything, get them, because they are delicious. Okay, so still have to find some dressers. I need to find bookshelves. I really want to have bookshelves before we move in on Monday, but because we have books. But it's hard because I don't know where I want the bookshelves. And you know, I feel like until you get your furniture in, it's really hard to see where bookshelves can go, because most bookshelves are like, what is that, a foot wide? But sometimes you can find the narrow bookshelves, and I feel like It'd be good if we had some narrow bookshelves. But then with all the school textbooks we have, like, I could use giant bookshelves. So I don't know. I'm struggling with that. For those of you who are on TikTok, ignore Jorsey. There is a woman on there who's an organizer, and she does little tips and tricks. And she did a video about how to store your board games and stuff so they'd be more concise and pretty. Because, I mean, board game boxes are not in any way, shape, or form uniform. And I bought the supplies. She had a link on Amazon. So I bought the exact supplies that she recommends. And those are on the way here. So I can start, I'm actually hoping those get here tomorrow. And then I can start working on that this week. Because we do have some board games some were packed up and taken. And we also have some that are on at the house in the garage. So I can get those and start putting together the game baskets that I want to put together. My Mother's Day present arrived, or it will arrive tomorrow by UPS. I had 11 by 14 canvases made of each child. And so there's, oh gosh, now I gotta count. Megan and Britton are one canvas, and Ben and Cordelia are another canvas. And then everybody else is by themselves. But they're 11 by 14, and there's a wall that they will all go on. I already know what wall I want them on. So those can be installed on Monday. Downstairs bathroom is done. Laundry room has not been started. The washer and dryer are not going to be there until August 4th. And we thought it was a small laundry room, but going into it, the way it's set up, I actually think I might be able to put a little cabinet in there. I have a little wooden cabinet that would be perfect in that corner. I'm just not sure how much. The fact that I have a top-loading washer helps because I don't have two doors coming out this way. So it gives me a little extra room. I'm just not 100% positive how it's going to fit in that space. But that's what I'm thinking up here. And then I need a sofa table, or a little table that I want to go underneath a window, but the window's like a lower windowsill than I initially had thought. But I want the windowsill to like I want the table to go so I can put a lamp and a picture and a plant on top. And then, but I want it to have two shelves underneath so I can put books on it. Because I want to put my, like my fancy books, old books, antique books. I'm not real sure what word I'm looking for, but it's the Cherry Ames. I want to put my Cherry Ames and probably my Nancy Drews there. Because those are books that I want. Like, they're pretty, they're nice. I like having them displayed. And such as that. Y'all, it is so hard to find a little sofa table with two shelves underneath. So I guess it's a 3-shelf bookshelf that's not like really wide. Like, it can't be really wide. I want a narrow sofa table. I don't want something this wide. You're like, Chris, your hands, I can't tell. I want narrow. That's the point. Like, just big enough, like wide enough for a lamp and one photo, and probably succulents to sit on. We did figure out probably where the Christmas tree will go, which is important. It'll go in the back of the house, in front of a window, which means we will have to put up Christmas lights up front, which is exciting. Also, I will be needing someone to adopt out Tallulah. So if you have a home and you are looking for a special Christmas guest to live on your lawn, I have just the thing for you. You'll have to treat her right, because Tallulah is the best part of Christmas. She is my baby. She is a 11-foot tall dragon with a Christmas hat, holding a candy cane. And she lives on our lawn. She lives on our lawn from October 31st until normally January 15th. So, I mean, like, Tallulah is used to living her good life out in the yard. But we are not going to be able to have her at this rental home. So, Candace, you must have heard me say your name, Candace. Oh my gosh. So I shared the chips, like one chip with each person upstairs, and then I'm actually down in the hotel lobby so I can finish them without anyone asking me for them. They're mine. So I say all that to say, if you would like to fill out an adoption application for Tallulah, the 11-foot tall Christmas dragon, she needs a home. And she's just beautiful and wonderful. My children will probably ask us to come drive by your house often if you host Tallulah. She came from Home Depot if you want to take a look gander at her. Giant Christmas dragon, Home Depot. Let's see. I got a lot of K-Cups today because my new Keurig machine is here. It has arrived safely. My new ice machine is not supposed to be here until Friday. But will I walk into that house and hook up that ice machine and pour water in, and then within 20 minutes have a cup of Chick-fil-A Zaxby's Sonic Ice? I will. I will. What other excitement happened today? Sparkles, I would love for Tallulah to come visit you in Augusta. Like, maybe she'll stay for 1 year and then rotate to somebody else's house. Maybe she'll stay for 2 years and then come back. But I feel like Hagrid, and I need to send Tallulah to the Dragon Reserve. So if you want to be my Charlie Weasley, I am down for it, Sparkles. Down for it. Everyone else is like, what the heck just happened? Sparkles is like, got you. So yeah. Dave really liked the bistro set also. I need to go into Ruggable and get my stupid Ruggables. Because I don't really want to move stuff after. Like, I really wanted the Ruggables here, and I don't think they're going to get here now in time. Yes, next Monday, Abby. I kind of freaked out a little because you're supposed to pay all your deposit and first month's rent and all that kind of stuff 5 days before you move in. Well, my assumption was 5 business days, and that would have been Monday. So I was kind of freaking out. I was like, oh my gosh, when are we going to move in? We're not going to be able to pay. We're going to lose the house. You know, it's hard. Like, I'm trying. Also, just pause. Why is this pink? Gosh, I am not a Manic Panic fan. Arctic Fox all the way. So I was in a panic because that's where I go. I go straight to panic mode. It feels like something's always going wrong, which is not true. Positive thoughts. I know people. But I was feeling negative. So I called and they were like, do not worry. We promise you the house is yours. You can move in on the 13th. We can't countersign the loan, or excuse me, the lease until we've done our final checkout. And that may not happen until Thursday or Friday, simply because the field supervisor goes out once a week, checks all the houses, and boom, it's done. So they're like, it's okay. This is, the process is set up for a normal home that has been built, and it's like someone else moved out. They did a walkout check with those people, professionally cleaned, and then you move in. So they've already had an eye on it, and obviously that's not the case here because it's a brand new build. We did drive by today, and the fence is up, which it was not up on Sunday. So that means and then there was a truck leaving. There was lots of boxes and stuff, which makes me feel like the appliances also were installed. So that's pretty much what we were waiting on, is appliances and the fence, and then cleanup. Everything else is cleanup and checking the punch list and that kind of thing. So my hope is that the fence and the appliances went in today, which means field supervisor can go out tomorrow. So I'm very excited about that because I'm like, I want to give you my money. I want to give you my money so I can move into my house. I am very excited about the location of it because it's there's I want to say it's a wooded area, but it's not a wooded area. Like, it's definitely growth, more like vines and things like that. But that's not right either. Basically, like when you have just a wooded area in wintertime, you can see right through. And this, I do not think, is going to be as noticeable during the winter. I think there'll still be a lot of low, bushy growth. I'm happy because that means that even during the winter, we'll have privacy in the backyard. Some privacy in the backyard. Obviously, it's not a totally private backyard because it's not a privacy fence. But it is it's better than your fence backing up to your neighbor, because it's a low fence. It's a low black iron fence. Not iron, metal. You will need to come do that, Abby. Maybe you can come down with Granny T one day. Y'all, these pickle chips are the best flippin' thing ever. I am in love. I like corn chips, and these are sort of like the hint of lime Tostitos, but better. I'm really sad that they don't sell them down here but if I had to pick something they were similar to, it would be the hint of lime Tostitos, but with more tang to them. Oh gosh, they're so good. Yes, Abby, you are welcome anytime. You are welcome to come spend the night, all that jazz. Come with Granny T, see the house. So, 9 Amazon packages arrived today. All the bedding and sheets, all the pantry containers that Arlene helped me pick out. All of those have arrived. They're being washed thoroughly. So as soon, Monday, they'll already be clean and we can start putting things in it and putting things away. I bought this giant roll of shelf liner. I could barely hug it. It was $30, but there's a lot of cabinets. So we can go ahead and install that on Monday. And then put dishes away. We're having a little bit of an iffy. We don't really understand. We were specifically told that everything that was plastic in the house needs to be trashed because fire, smoke and leaches into plastic. You can never really get the smell to go away. It's not good for you. But we don't know what they took. We're stuck in this position where we weren't there when pack-out came. They just grabbed stuff and left. And so we don't know what they took or what got thrown in the trash, because there were 4 dumpsters full of stuff. So my dad was asking about our library bookshelves. We had 6 Billy bookshelves in there from IKEA. We don't know if they were put in the dumpster or if they were taken to Pogo and cleaned. We don't know. We won't know until they deliver things. That's another reason. It's I don't want to go and buy stuff if it's going to appear. But by the same token, there's certain things, if you bring me back Tupperware, I'm not taking that Tupperware. That is going in the trash because we're not supposed to use any plastic. If you're going to tell me my kids can't play with the little people that they had, I'm going to assume we can't eat out of the Tupperware. So that was part of my whole, okay, we need to move towards zero waste. Some of the things that I looked at that I'm doing, for instance, I did go ahead and invest in not paper towels. which I'm excited about. I did the ones with the snaps, so they actually roll around a paper towel dispenser, and then you pull them and unsnap them and use them. But you then have to wash them and dry them and put them back on. And the thing is, I won't have a washer or dryer until August 4th. So I will use paper products until then. But we are going to try, I've always used, I say always, for at least 5 years, I've used the dryer balls from Woolite that you put in the dryer so you don't have to use static cling sheets. And I've always thought those worked relatively well. So I have branched out, and we are going to try the Amazing Wash things. That is basically, it's an ozone process. I think the term is deionize your water, but I could be saying that wrong. But it cleans your stuff basically with the ozone process. There are washing machines that you can buy that are super expensive that will do that, and you don't have to use any detergent in them. So I did invest in that because I can only use Purex laundry detergent, and the Purex laundry detergent, it's just because I have my skin is so sensitive and I have so many allergies. It's one of the reasons why I don't wear a ton of makeup. So I'm excited. We're going to try it. We're going to see if it works, because if it does, I think this could be like a super radical change for me, especially on things like my bed sheets that I lay on, and that, oh my gosh, you guys, sometimes I wake up in the morning and my legs are just like, I just want to claw them off because they've been rubbing on the bed. And even with Purex, the only thing I can have, it still itches. I mean, we can't even talk about the hotel beds and the fact that that's why my legs have been in basic pain for this many days. So we're going to see about that. I did get Dawn dishwashing soap and one bag of Finish dishwasher tablets, because I haven't felt really like, oh yes, this is the right product when it comes to that, like with zero waste product. There's a few out there, and I want to kind of, like, I'm not sure which one I want to go with yet. So I went ahead because I need to be able to wash dishes immediately. And I feel like I really love Dawn for both. It doesn't make my hands itch, but also I feel good about that company. I know that sounds silly, but that's one of the things that we've talked about, like in our family, is making different ethical choices in like what we buy and stuff. And so, I mean, they have great advertising, but the bottom line is Dawn does give, like, oil spills and animals, Dawn is the people that they call, and they pay people to be trained to do it. They have, the supplies come from them. They donate a lot of money towards animal rescue, specifically from things like oil spills and natural disasters. So that's why I feel good. If we're going to buy something, let's go with that. Plus, they had yellow Dawn, and so it matched my kitchen, my yellow and blue kitchen. So that felt good. I'm not sure what's coming. I know that we have about I would say probably 4 times the kitchen cabinet space that we did in our actual old house. Maybe 5 times if you recognize that we now have a pantry with 5 shelves, and the top shelf is there's a lot of space because the downstairs ceilings are 9 feet. So we could actually put like a KitchenAid mixer or our blender or popcorn maker could go up on that top shelf and clear out space. So it's like trying to figure out what we're going to use the kitchen cabinets for. It's kind of been an interesting thought process, and part of that is, okay, if we're going to have zero waste, does that mean we go ahead and we do invest in things like glassware that you put leftovers in, and things like that? So I don't know, we're going to see, but right now, washer, dryer for sure. Kenzie Beth was hilarious. She informed me that she did not want us to buy her any more clothes. It took too long to fold her clothes and put on her clothes. She doesn't want any more. She will get rid of some clothes before we give her any more clothes, because if she has to do her own laundry, which is what we told the kids, everyone's learning how to do laundry. Like, you're going to learn how to do your own laundry, kid. Not saying mommy's not going to help you, but there's enough of you. It's time. It's time you learn. Kinsey Beth cracked me up. She was like, well, I have too much laundry if I have to do it. So she has started going through her bucket and trying to decide what she does not want anymore, so she doesn't have as much laundry to do. Okay, the mind of a 5-year-old. I have my water and the best pickle chips ever. How can you not love it? For those of you asking for an address, I've had some people message me. It's 243 Lake Vista Drive in Loganville. However, you cannot put it in GPS yet. It does not come up in GPS. It sends you to some place over near Vines, and that is not where we live. We live in the brand new neighborhood on 81. It's brand new. It's really close to Loganville. It's at Bold Springs. So if you come the back way from Bold Springs, you actually will turn left, but you'll see the houses as you drive by, where the Shampooch Palace and Town and Country, the two puppy places. I say puppy places. We're getting ready to see if they'll let our cats come to Town and Country, because they say they do. And the kittens I need to know if they'll put kitty caps. Do their nails. Does anyone have any questions? I feel like I just get on and like chit chat all the time. Does anyone have anything they want to know? We can discuss this lip primer again, because I did not put lipstick on. But what's interesting is it feels smoother around my lips. Like, not my lips, my lips themselves do feel smoother. But actually, the edges where the old lady lines are feel much better. So that's pretty cool. We went to Rinse today, and I got stick lotion, because I feel like that's a thing. I got I got shower bombs, because we don't have a shower. We don't have a bathtub in the master bathroom. And then I got these really cool candles. Actually, I'm trying to decide. I may end up being live most of Monday. Like, I will probably go live in each room while I'm setting that room up, and then cut the live off and move to the next room. You know, say hi. Abby's here.
Hi. I just got out of the pool.
The pool just closed. So, she is damp. Okay, I love you. Go upstairs. No, you are soaking wet. Go upstairs and get warm.
I can dry off though.
Go upstairs, take a warm shower, and I'll be up in just a few minutes, and we'll snuggle.
But you're finishing.
I'm finishing live up in just a second.
Bye.
So yes, Abby, I am definitely going to do I'm going to do an empty house tour, and then I'm going to be online. I said I'll probably be live most of Monday, but divided up into chunks, so I can kind of do each room at one time. And some of it's just stuff that I don't know yet. I don't know exactly what time everything's coming. I need to place a Kroger click list order, but in order to do that, I have to have a block of, I have to know what block of time I can send somebody there. Grace Olivia doesn't know this yet, but she actually is going to be gone from 9 to 2 on Monday. She was asked to come. There's one of the private schools has a middle school team, and they are having choreography, and one of their flyers is going to be gone. So they're having Grace Olivia come in and act as a flyer for them. Girl, I had a YouTube channel, and I feel like I am the most boring human being in the whole wide world. I really don't know why y'all all come hang out with me. I love it. Don't get me wrong, I love it. But I feel like I'm super boring. I thought about doing... Oh, did I tell everyone about Shape Tape? Y'all, I'm 99% sure it's what James Charles uses. So that says a lot anyway. But They had, I was in Ulta and they had little Shape Tape sample things. I mean, they cost money, but they were like little ones. And so I got one that I thought, I think is my skin color. And it totally was. And it's amazing. I'm not wearing it right now. But if I were, I wouldn't look tired. You'd be like, Chris, you look wide awake. Have you had coffee? And I'd be like, no, I have Shape Tape and my purple circles are gone. Also, Shauna, if you are still on, please tell Martha I am so extremely jealous that she has Christine's Simply Nailogical Hollow Taco line. So jealous. I had 2 of Simply's shirts and I lost both of them in the fire. I had a Minchie and Zyler Christmas shirt that I bought. And then I had another Simply Nailogical shirt. Or I had the Hollow Taco sweatshirt with the hood and everything. So yeah, I'm super, super, super jealous of Martha's Hollow Taco nail polish. I need to figure out, like, can I just download my lives from Facebook and throw them up on YouTube? Because I feel like that should be a thing. And then they'll be preserved in order forever. That nail polish is amazing. Like, I want her black nail polish. That one coat black. I want that so bad. And then unicorn flakies to go on top. Unicorn skin. So, you know. Christmas present ideas, people. Hanukkah present ideas. One coat black, unicorn skin from Hollow Taco, which I think both of those are out of stock. But I really like the red too. And so I thought if I can get the red too, then I could totally have star nails for Star. Like, I would do black nails with a red accent. And my husband would think it was UGA and it'd be fine. Like, you know, whatever. Cheer. Football. Dogs. I'm not fighting about that because they released the LSU rings today and they are beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, y'all. Y'all. The LSU rings. Also, Shauna, I need to rebuy that caffeine necklace. Carter and I have been talking about our tattoos. Like, he decided what he wanted to get. Because originally, like, oh, we're going to get matching puppy dog prints for the puppies. And then he's like, well, actually, I want to get the word hope in Chinese, which is 2 letters. Or, excuse me, that's incorrect. 2 symbols. And then he wants a dragon going through it. I was like, that's cool. I don't. So what do I want? And I'm low-key serious, like, that I should just get the caffeine molecule because coffee is life. Or get like a coffee bean. People wouldn't know what a coffee bean is though. I don't want like a cup of coffee. So I'm thinking the caffeine molecule. I'm thinking right here. Except I probably need to get it low enough that you can't see it if I'm wearing a bathing suit. So that means somewhere right here. Because it shows when I'm wearing my work shirt. You can't have tattoos. I'll try that, Abby. I'll see. I can start posting things. I'm trying to think of what other exciting things. I'm really loving the color scheme that I have chosen. I feel like it's very different. Like when I go back and try to remember how I designed my house and what made me happy and feel comfortable years ago, it's always been like a darker maroon and like a really dark blue and like a dark jewel emerald green. Like those have always been the colors I'm drawn to. Oh, there we are, friends. Like my style was. Because it's not farmhouse. I mean, don't get me wrong. Joanna Gaines and Shiplap are beautiful. But that wasn't it. Y'all. Basically what I'm trying to say is that I think she suggested that while my style was not farmhouse, my style was probably more along the lines of like Italian countryside or French countryside than what we think of farmhouse, which is the more like traditional prairie Look, I have chickens. Also, I learned how to make pasta, like homemade flour water pasta, and like roll it out and make little pasta shapes with no pasta machine. And I'm super excited. We're gonna be having pasta next week. Okay, I am straight up gonna let everybody go because at this point it's about to tell me that it cannot get a signal again, even though I am sitting in the lobby and we are hooked up to the Wi-Fi at the hotel. I am almost done with my bag of chips. Most delicious thing ever. Thank you, Candace. And yeah, I'm super excited. We'll do this again tomorrow. Bye, friends.